final installment from me. This is the final one, guys. This is the final time you have to hear my voice. This is the perks. So you've had 12 modules. This is the perks. And these are lots of little tips that didn't really slot into any of the modules, but hopefully will help you guys out. So, avalanche tips just about to come your way. Foot care. This is a big bugbear of mine. So bear in mind that these pads don't offer very much traction because they're there as hyperkeratinized surfaces to protect them from the terrain. If they were to offer any traction, give them a chance. So trim that fur away, especially here where the fur comes over the back of the metatarsal pad or metacarpal pad, and trim in between, but don't take it down to skin level. Get those digital pads exposed. Keep those nails nice and controlled, and check between the toes that there's no nuggets of mud that could be making any discomfort worse. Foot care continuum. Nails definitely influence traction, and they also influence proprioception. So overlong nails can be not only uncomfortable, but they can encourage poor posture. So keep those nails nice and trim. If we have good posture, we have good joint use, we have normal forces going through these joints, which is what we want. Foot care, again, they can be indicators. So have a look at your dog's feet. Look at the nails. Are they being rubbed back? Is the hair missing? Is it an indication that your dog is actually dragging their toes, which can be a sign of weakness? It could be a sign of neurological deficits. It could be a sign that needs investigating. Foot care again. I love feet, don't I? So, digital arthritis. Arthritis of the digital joints is often overlooked, but can you imagine anything worse? Full body weight slamming through these arthritic joints every time they stand, every time they move. So have a look at your dog's feet and get them assessed, whether there's any arthritic change there. Is it uncomfortable? Does it need managing? There's many things that you can do. A lot of them are owner-led, keeping them warm, keeping them dry, range of motion exercises for each of the interphalangeal joints. There's plenty that we can do. Have the regular checkups. This is not your vet trying to wheedle money out of you. They have a really, really important role to play in making sure that your dog remains as healthy as we can keep them. It's an opportunity to do a weigh-in, blood sampling, urine sampling, review the medication, get a progress report. Don't be shy of going to your vets. Regular weigh-ins. These weighing scales are available at your vets, free of charge to use. Use them. Weigh your dog on a regular basis. Catch them before they gain too much body weight. Catch them if they're beginning to lose body weight. It gives you an opportunity to talk to the staff and talk to them about diets, nutrition, supplements, etc. Remember, guys, the cup story. The cup measure of feeding is actually very inaccurate. When a group of educated people were encouraged to use the cup, 18% underfilled it and 80% overfilled it. Digital scales are much more accurate if you're measuring out your dog's food. Dog trolleys totally rock. Do not be shy of them. They can seriously expand how far you can go with your dog. It keeps your bond, it keeps your routine. Don't think people are judging you. We've broken the taboo. These are in there like swimwear. Get a dog trolley if you want to carry on doing long distances. Consider carrying. Don't be shy to put your dog into a rucksack, into a dog carry, especially these little dogs that you can still carry on doing the distance and you get to spend time together. Your bond is maintained. Don't be shy. Household hazards. Think about these simple interventions. Think about me and my brave move to get anti-slip tape branded. Think about where that might be necessary in that your dog's range of motion, stride length is affected. These innocuous door frames can be an absolute nightmare for dogs that no longer can fully step over them. So they perch their foot right on the edge and it's slippery. And then they go to put weight on that foot that's perched and it slips and their full body weight goes slamming through their forelimbs. Think about it. Make sure that they've got grip. A blatant plug for our anti-slip tape and the beautiful Holly. but I'm not ashamed. Anti-slip tape can come in very handy in lots of places. Definitely high motion zones and some difficult areas to otherwise cover and make safer. Car travel. A lot of people focus on entrance and exit to the car, but a lot of people don't think about their journey inside the car. Make sure that they've got a soft padded surface and put some bolsters in there so they can lean into something. If you've ever been in the back of a car going around corners when you're out of control, it's not comfortable. You're being forced to bend, twist, move in ways that you wouldn't choose to yourself. So make sure you support your dog. As said, ramps, steps, whatever it may be, but let's reduce those impact forces that are going through those dogs' forelimbs, and let's reduce the amount of effort those hind legs have to muster to try and get them into the high boot. So think about ramps, think about steps, don't be shy. Support harnesses. They're often employed when the dog can no longer walk with ease. Sometimes, I would say, that's too late. These are brilliant if you introduce them before that point. Make them part of your rehabilitation plan. Instead of using them as your fallback, there's no other option. Introduce them early and you will hopefully stabilize your dog and give them more time of independent mobility. Harnesses in general. Don't be shy. There's some beautiful ones on the market that are fleece lined and very comfortable to wear all the time, and they're just there to help and offer support when required. Don't forget the Snuggle Pets one that a Cam made that's got a handle on the back. Y-shaped, fleece lined, comfortable. Holly Wall has all the time. Keep them warm. Arthritic joints don't like to be cold. Muscle spasms don't like to be cold. Any form of compromised soft tissue doesn't like to be cold. So if your dog has got a short coat, think about getting them a coat. Some dogs do not like to be over hot, especially the double coated breeds. So do obviously offer a form of choice by watching how they behave. If they seem uncomfortable, it's not suitable for them, but other dogs really benefit. Introduce interactive feeding every day. It's an absolute no-brainer. It can get them up and moving. It's very distractive, very engaging. You can drag out their feeding time so they have that pleasurable experience for longer. And it's so easy and cost-effective to do. Snuffle mats, licky mats, Kongs, homemade interactive toys. Introduce them, incorporate them into all of their feeding, get them up and moving. Interactive feeding needs to be adapted to the dog, so this is a very obvious adaptation, just raising it up. Just be careful of the flooring, so make sure that they're on tractional flooring. Interact feeding can turn into assault courses, so this dog's going to be busy at least 20-30 minutes, slowly going along this pathway of toys to distract the brain. They're up, they're moving, they're weight shifting, they're balancing, their strength, the stamina. It all is important in maintaining their independent mobility. Little and often movement, so important, so overlooked, so easy. So this is Holly with a Kong, fill up with some food on a tractional surface. She's weight shifting, she's balancing, she's distracted, she's using strength, stamina, power. This is like a little mini workout. Do this 3-4 times a day, massive part of your exercise plan. This is kibble wrapped up in pieces of paper in a cardboard box. Balance, weight shifting, distraction. So easy to do. Oh, there's Luna. Easy interventions that can have a big impact on their independent mobility. Again, little and often movement. Simple Kong, tractional surface. We've got a little bit of calinetics going on here. This is a bit of a doga pose, dog yoga. You can see she's wearing her Snuggle Pets harness with the handle. That gave me that little bit of stability. I could grab the handle when I needed to. Make sure they're on suitable flooring. Don't add too many calories. Get them up and moving. Don't allow them to lay around all the time. Yes, sleep is important, but if they're not moving, they're going to get stiff. So try and keep them up and moving, but giving them allowances to go and rest. Ball throwing. Well, I think there's a lot more people that are aware that ball throwing can come with significant risks, especially if you've already got musculoskeletal problems. So what I would suggest is really thinking, is it good for your dog? The ball games can be adapted, so the dog can be playing hide and seek, they can have a role, they can just carry it, rather than lobbing it halfway across the field, high intensity, high impact, repetitively. Not good for the joints, not good for the soft tissue. So minimise the ball throwing. Don't forget the cam bandana, can make a really big difference. It not only tells the local community that arthritis is a problem and we all need to be doing more about it, it's really good for making sure people are kind around your dog that might be quite vulnerable, quite wobbly, quite weak. We don't want young dogs throwing themselves at our more vulnerable dogs. It also tells the world, you be kind around my dog as well. Don't brush into them, don't knock them over. And the other good thing about a bandana is it says to the world, I know that my dog has got problems. I'm on it. I'm aware. I'm doing something about it. You do not need to worry, and you certainly don't need to judge me. The Cam bandanas are very much available. You can purchase them in the shop. Support Cam, supporting you. You've done it. You've completed the Campaigner Essential course. All 12 modules, and you've even completed the final perks. I really hope that this is going to be of help to you. I really wish you well on the long-term management of your dog, and I hope to see you in CAM. I hope to say hi in Holly's Army. See you there.